Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 14th of May 2024. So yesterday, as forecast, S&P surges into green for 2025 on lower than forecast CPI. On the Saudi deals, which you can see there, deal after deal, it's money, money, money as Trump signs deals in Saudi Arabia with murder long forgotten. Where money's concerned, murder is irrelevant. And let's just go back to the remainder of this, and a giant short squeeze. A lot of people short because of the trade tariffs, expecting the markets to move lower, and of course that doesn't happen. And as Trump says here, people should have listened. The stock market is going to go a lot higher, and unfortunately I have to agree with him. It certainly is. There's absolutely nothing to stop the markets from moving higher. US stocks were predominantly higher after mostly softer than expected US inflation, and S&P SPX wipes out year-to-date losses on risk trade alongside soft US CPI. So yeah, up and up we go, as we've done since 2009 when QE started, and you can expect more of that if things do go wrong. They are not going to let the stock market go down, stay down, and have bear markets like we used to have in the 90s and the early 2000s. Those days are long gone. Well, you could say anything prior to the great financial crisis of 2007-8. Ever since then, the markets, they've got the tools now, they know how to do it, and they will keep the markets moving to the upside. So yesterday, the CPI numbers were down, as you can see there. So that was good news as well. That just bolstered the market as well. No economic news today. As you can see there, we're blank for that. So let's have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So in the S&P, sorry, not in the S&P, we'll come to that one shortly. Into the Dow, you can see we're still below the 200 MA, but we just need a good day just to blow through these resistance lines and the 200 MA to move prices to the upside. As I said before, this one's lagging all of the other behind the other stock markets, and there you can see yesterday very choppy with Bailey speaking, and Powell was speaking again yesterday, wasn't he? If I recall, if it wasn't Powell, it was Waller. And then those CPI numbers as well. So the market down towards yesterday's lows at the moment, but not a problem because that's generally where it will find support and then move the market back to the upside. And in the German DAX, very quiet day yesterday for this market, sideways there. We are in May, in the old adage, sell in May, go away. But while Trump's still doing deals, I suppose they're going to use those to their advantage and move prices to the upside. But sideways to higher yesterday for the German DAX, but very choppy, as you can see there, very choppy session yesterday. Again, down towards the S1 and the low and the 200 MA, so an area where they can find support. But the main thing is here at the moment, we're above the DP, and the close are not too far off yesterday's high either. In the S&P 500, dominating the news at the moment, and that's why I drew all of these lines in for you yesterday. Markets heading towards these 6147 is the all-time high. Expect this to continue, and there's your surge. The difference between this and the Dow day and night. Market above the DP, sitting above the close, above the 50, and of course way above the 200 MA, which is down here at the S3 level. In the UK FT 100, stuck in a sideways move at the moment, but again expect this to once again move to the upside. So you'll see there the all-time high of 8910, 9,000 is the upside target for this. And in the 30-minute chart you can see prices moving up sharply, back down again overnight, but heading back above the DP daily pivot towards yesterday's high. So despite all of the deals that Trump has been putting together, the US dollar didn't like this yesterday and moved sideways to lower there. So you think this would help the metals? Well, not quite the case at all. So let's have a look at those. And starting off with silver, yes, it supported it. We're stuck in a sideways range. You can expect this to now last for months. And the reason I can make that forecast and prediction be the same for gold is we're going to be shortly visiting those 90-day tariff reviews or postponements that Trump put in place, and they're all going to be a complete non-event where there will be just whatever the percentages were before, they'll be cut in half. This will bolster the market. There's no threat to the economy, and the danger's gone, and gold and silver will be sideways to lower. Their seasonal move is July, August time anyway, so there you can see. So expect lower prices in the metals. So in the 30-minute chart, you can see the slam there in the silver market, and there overnight as well. So any opportunity now, they're going to slam this price and try and get it below $32 an ounce. If we have a look at gold, same thing here. We're going to break these support levels here and see prices move down into this sort of region, purely and simply because, like I say, you've got those trade deals, even though you've got 90-day delay with the Chinese one that was done at the weekend. The other ones, when they come up for review, are also going to boost the stock markets and the global economy on that basis, and the metals are going to come under huge pressure. 30-minute gold, you can see there yesterday, the smackdown at the usual time by the LBMA, and also overnight as well. Expect lower gold prices and lower silver prices going forward. I don't want it personally, but that's the reality of what I can see at the moment. Right, so have a quick look at yesterday's trades. And yesterday we saw the market moving up 100 points in the pre-market, and then it became choppy. As you can see there, the market down to the 200 MA, finding a bit of support there with a potential buy signal, which wasn't filled. The stop loss was hit before the entry price, and then prices back down to the 200 MA. This time we bounce off. We get a quick move to the upside. You can see the sideways move, but also note how the 200 MA there is holding this market in the short term. We then get a potential sell. This breaks the 200 MA, but soon wants to return back to the upside, and another buy signal there that completes the scalp. Then there's another sell that completes the scalp, and then we go into the mid-morning where we're waiting for the CPI numbers. And you can see there, because they were lower, this was favourable, market moving back to the upside, and then into the afternoon session with the Dow market up off that 200 MA again. Then we had a quick sell to the downside, but look how they want to bring the market back above that 200 MA, and then they move prices higher once more for another profit down, and then we get into waiting for news. We get a loser there, and another one on the upside as prices move higher there. But eventually this one continuing to move to the upside, as you can see there as well. So all in all, a good day yesterday, despite the market having less volatility than it saw in Monday's session. Quick look at overnight, see where prices are trading. So prices already starting to move to the upside, finding support. We've got the high just above here, 7 a.m, 8 a.m, quite easily. It's only 50 points to move back to yesterday's high and get the market breaking out and continuing to move higher there. So there we go, an interesting day yesterday as far as Trump deals are concerned. The markets are once again holding and moving higher. CPI is down, everything's glorious. We know it's not, I always say this tongue-in-cheek, and obviously the irony of the whole thing is just unbelievable, isn't it? See what's going on. But the reality is they have full control. They can move the markets wherever they wish to. You can see that in the metals markets as well. Talking of which, I've forgotten the gold-silver ratio this morning, so let's just have a quick look at that. And there you can see this moving down. You can see it's pulled back 89%. This will be back over 100 as well before we know it. So once again, keep an eye on these numbers. But like I say, we can expect the metals to be sideways to lower going through the next couple of months as we get those Trump tariff reviews coming in. Anyway, enough said. Have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.